May oblivion find you. It's not often that strangers visit the cages. What do you want from me?
You look after the prisoners?
I just make sure they stay alive. They're no good to us dead. Wish everyone else realized that too.
What does that mean?
You're new here, so I suppose you wouldn't know. I'm talking about those pig-headed blowhards, the resistors. It's us poachers, we're the reasonable ones. We know that death has to wait as long as there's these threats to deal with. But the resistors, if we let them loose, there won't be anyone left to protect us. If we stop them completely, we'll die a slow death. Now you see why we have to take prisoners?
You shouldn't use violence to change people's beliefs.
Why not? Fear eventually turns into belief. It just takes some time, really. Now, time to inspect the cages. Not again! Guards! What the hell? Another 3 dead prisoners!
I thought they were just sleeping.
Like you were, you mean? Find the cart and get rid of the bodies. Can't leave them lying around for the rats to find. Move! Idiot. Guards, the resistors, all useless fools. What about you, huh? You just gonna stand there?
So what should I do?
I've had it with being the only one who cares about the prisoners. If you take them prisoner, then you have to look after them, right? The rest of these are already starved halfway to death. And a corpse is no good for serving the will of Ravak. So someone needs to help me feed him.
Fine. What do I have to do?
I warn you now, this won't be easy. It's expensive, keeping the prisoners fed. Seek out Morkons who are prepared to donate shards to you.
I can do that.
Not so fast. Ravak blessed us with stubbornness, see? A single donation is not enough. They have to donate regularly. Best not to expect too much. Especially from those goddamn resistors. If you need anything else, just ask. Otherwise, get out there and start doing Ravak's work. Meet me here later, or find me in the grotto.
About those prisoners.
What about them?
You could just let them go.
Not a chance. We must strengthen our numbers, not weaken them. They need to stop.
Who do you think would be willing to part with some shards?
Not many here with much to give. Convincing them will be tough. And the resistors don't see the point of prisoners. Instead of potential brothers and sisters, they just see heretics. Don't worry about the merchants. I'll talk to them. Though there'll be little point unless Tengis agrees to take part. The two of us are not exactly friends. But if you think you can change his mind, go for it.
Can I make a donation?
Of course. Every little bit helps.
Here.
That'll buy a bit of food. Thank you. You're an outsider, but you behave more like a Morkon than some of those here.
Stop, outsider. The Great Khan will speak with you.
Finally.
Khan will inform you whether you'll be tolerated here. Go and talk to him. May Ravok accompany you on your path.
I was told you wish to stay with us.
I want to join you.
You must prove yourself. Everyone here contributes to the balance. You must work like everybody else. We don't tolerate parasites. Show that you will act in our interest. Contribute.
What do you want me to do?
My overseers will instruct you. Enough talking. Duty calls. May Ravok watch over you.
You heard the Great Khan. Report to Tengis and Zarina. They will give you work.
Maggots, get up! Get to work! Go on!
Hey, you.
Fuck you. I don't talk to outsiders.
I have no time for the likes of you.
Alexej needs donations for the prisoners.
What do the resistors make of that?
Nothing at all.
Don't know why I bother asking. So, how much are we talking?
He needs a regular inflow of shards. 1 or 2 just isn't enough.
I can spare a few. Know full well what those poor bastards are going through, after all. But I don't want the resistors to come down on me like a ton of bricks, either. But a few shards is better than none, right?
Why are you so afraid of taking a risk?
I guess you're right. What have I got to lose? The more outsiders join the Morkons, the better. Not everyone has to be a tight ass like the resistors. I'll make sure Alexej is happy. Promise you that.
True strength comes from resisting and enduring.
Alexej is having trouble finding enough food for the prisoners.
And what? He expects Ravok's mercy to provide for them? The best fate they can hope for is to be sacrificed in his honor. Don't waste time trying to save them. Their flesh is spoiled. You too will be tainted with their sin if you get involved.
All he needs is a few shards.
Benevolence and altruism. Disgusting! Alexej would claim for them what rightfully belongs to Ravok. Speaking of which, I don't remember you paying the required tithe.
Here. That should be enough.
Your offering will not be forgotten. Ravok blesses all his subjects, and your blade will reap the rewards. You may leave and tend to your own affairs now.
Khan sent me.
What does that mute want from me?
He said I should work for you.
He must see something in you then. It's highly unusual for him to attend to a newcomer personally. Yeah. You could clean the shrine, or...
Or what?
I need someone neutral. Someone who doesn't believe in Ravok.
So what is it?
Certain elements here in the grotto are trying to disrupt the balance. These individuals are extremely cautious. They would never reveal themselves to a Morkon.
Just how am I supposed to find them?
Take this amulet. It will draw them out. Show it around, but without being too obvious about it. Hopefully they will notice you.
About the amulet. Who should I show it to?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need you. Try it with someone like Dimitri or Murad at the gate. They see everything that goes on. Gosta and his bouncer are usually well informed too. Or ask around at the cellar.
What kind of people am I looking for?
All you need to know is that they're a threat to the balance and our way of life.
Only true servants of Ravok may enter this place. Are you a true servant of Ravok?
I am.
And what proof do you have? You're a stranger to me. Probably one of the new poachers. If you want to come in, you will have to find a resistor who will vouch for you.
I see you've been allowed to stay.
How do you know?
Because you're still alive. Let me tell you something. You may have come here with good reason. To give meaning to your life, perhaps. To find a home. But you can't stay in the grotto without giving something in return. So, you'll do what we tell you to.
And what does that mean?
It means completing a job to my satisfaction.
All right, we have an agreement.
You're determined enough, I see. But keep in mind that once a decision has been made, it cannot be changed. This is our way.
What is it you want me to do?
A job I can't entrust to any Morkon.
Why not?
If I could, I would have done so already. I need you to find Ivan, one of our warriors. He should return as soon as possible. You can visit our merchants for equipment or anything else you might need for your journey.
You can call off the search.
What? Why?
Simple. Ivan is...
Shit.
We'll continue this conversation later. I have to deal with someone else first. Come with me.
What good's it?
Sure.
May Ravok be with you. Interested in any of my gear?
Sure.
So you have permission to trade. Good. Now you just need the shards to back it up. If you've got enough on you, we're in business.
What are you... We don't let you... Pay or get out!
You won't get us.
I have...
Come on.
What I...
What?
That's what you can pay me in. So, which is it gonna be?
Blood? You mean I have to kill someone?
No, just a duel. No killing.
Against you?
Well, it's that, or you pay in sweat.
What does that mean?
Work. So, what's it gonna be?
Blood. I'll fight you.
You promised me blood, remember? Now it's time to pay up, and do it gladly. Endure, and earn back some respect. Run, and you'll never have any.
I'm ready.
Then come at me.
Knock his brains out!
Attack!
Get stuck in! Well, what are we waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Hey, point that thing somewhere else before you hurt someone.
Nobody has ever beaten me in a duel before. Ravok's name, who are you?
Name's Jax.
I've never heard of you. Now I will never forget you. You've won my respect, Jax the Outsider. You will always be welcome here. Gosta will serve you right away. May oblivion find you.
Hey, do you have a few shards to spare for me?
Here, take these.
Thanks. That's good of you. Now the day looks a little less bleak.
I got nothing to prove.
So, you made it past Batulga, huh? Welcome to the cellar, where only the alcohol counts. Here, this one's on the house.
Thanks.
If you want anything else, just holler. I don't serve piss here. Just the finest hooch from the hands of our dead enemies.
Is everyone treated so well here?
Of course! The best wares bring the best customers, as I always say. Not every innkeeper can say that with a straight face. Nobody here keeps a tab.
So, the guy at the door was an exception, right?
How so?
He was asking for shards.
Is that right? I'll deal with that right away.
Death is lurking everywhere out there.
Well then.
Off the stool, scum!
No matter what you say, I just don't see it like that.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Death is lurking everywhere.
You selling to my customers?
No,
Looks like Batulga's getting sloppy. Best remind him of his duties and introduce you to each other. You know the rule: no shards, no cellar.
I'll be sorted soon. Promise.
You'll be a bloody pulp soon. Get out of here, you fucking parasite.
Smells like trouble.
I don't believe it. That damn beggar's back.
Really? That's so.
Somebody's got to take care of the idiots. Well then.
I hate beggars. Those lowlifes have no business in my cellar. What have I got to be upset about? You want to buy something?
Tengis says you can fix me up with a few healing potions.
A wise man. Please, help yourself.
I can just take whatever I want?
Wait, what? Well, you gotta pay me, obviously. I'm not a damn charity. Did Tengis suggest they were free? I'd give him a bloody nose for that.
If you say so.
Don't believe me? You're intimidated, though, aren't you? Admit it.
Nope.
Just a little?
Not in the slightest.
Fine. Then I want to see what can be done so you don't go squealing to Tengis again. I don't have much. Supplies are low, thanks to the Tavar barbarian skirmishes. Take a handful of healing potions, or you can even have the recipe. I'd take the recipe, if I were you. As long as you know your ass from your elbow, you could make healing potions yourself.
I'll take the healing potions.
Okay, but why not the recipe?
I already have it.
Man, you're a real smartass, you know that? Here you go, then.
What can you tell me about this?
Interesting. How does a stranger...
You recognize it?
That depends.
Give me a break.
Oh, I'm getting old. Memory's hazy. Ooh, a few shards should sharpen it, though.
As would a punch, but I'll give you your shards. This enough?
Ah, yes, now I remember that amulet. Come closer. Marat found it here. It bears the face of Crichton.
Who's Crichton?
Shh! Keep your voice down. You don't know? Crichton's the Forbidden God. He once existed peacefully, alongside Ravak. But now, believing in him, even talking about him, can get you in a whole heap of shit. But it looks like there are still a few followers who haven't been murdered yet.
Did you see who lost it?
No, it was a busy night. Could barely keep tabs on the bar, let alone lost property.
What's so bad about it?
Well, let's just say whoever lost it won't be pleased. The amulet suggests there's a group of people who don't believe in the value of balance. And that'll make one or two people here a tad nervous.
I don't have any other questions.
That's good, because probably the only thing I haven't told you is the color of my underwear.
The prisoners need better care.
What's that got to do with me? They're Alexej's responsibility.
I'm collecting the Alexej he needs to keep them alive.
Joke's on you, then. You're wasting your breath. I've got nothing to give you, goods or shards. I'd stop doing his dirty work if I were you. Gets on people's nerves.
How did you come to have an inn?
The cellar ain't just any old inn. But how I came by it is a long story. Could give you the shortened version if you're really interested.
I'm all ears.
Okay. Well, I inherited the cellar from my father, Ravak bless his soul. Back then, he was a thorn in the Resistors' side. When the dispute between the poachers and the Resistors worsened, there was a change of thinking.
In what way?
Let's just say alcohol is good for more than just wrecking your liver. It can take the edge off pain.
So what?
Well, pain features pretty heavily in the Resistors' punishments. Haven't you heard of the Blood Cistern and the Tormentors? If not, then lucky for you. Not every Morkon who claims to serve Ravak can cope with torture without something to lessen the agony. The Resistors know that. That's why they turn a blind eye to booze. Don't practice what you preach, as the saying goes, I think. And all of this so the poachers don't go to the barricades.
I see. Then what?
Well, rowdy drunks are just as dangerous as a couple of troublemakers. So I devised a clever system to keep some order. Batulga.
Isn't that bad for business?
Not at all. Batulga makes sure that only those with deep pockets are welcome in the cellar. Alexej has a nasty habit of disappearing out of the pockets of those who don't know how to defend themselves. The system works for me. Yeah, some scum slips through here and there, but Batulga is always happy to take out the trash.
I need information.
Ah, then you've come to the right place. The only small problem is that talking gives me such a dry mouth. Of course, I'd love to just help myself to a drink, but I wouldn't be able to stay in business if I did. Know what I mean?
You want payment.
To the point, huh? Then, yes, some small remuneration is required. Gotta make a living after all, and times are hard. Cheer up, though. First one's for free.
Who could teach me something around here?
There are a couple of places where you can learn. If you're interested in melee combat, talk to Batulga, but you would have figured that out on your own. Attila would be an alternative, but you'd have to be quick about it. Who knows how long the old codger will be at it. I'm sure he's already rotting away in his arena. Sloppy can teach you a thing or two about mining, but who knows where you'll find his lazy ass. If you want to know how to survive out there for more than an hour, Vlad might be your man. I think, anyway. But fuck it. The most important thing is what I can teach you. I'll show you how to take damage. What good are your muscles if you can't take a hit? And if you look at it that way, you should invest your shards with me right now.
Teach me something.
Happy to. What'll it be?
What do you have to offer?
Take a look for yourself.
How can I earn a few shards?
You're looking at your answer.
I'm not sure I'm cut out for bar work.
Not what I had in mind. You're a hatchet man. You got in a fight with Batulga after all. So how about taking part in my little contests? All you need is guts and some shards for your wager.
And this is all legal, right?
Legal? Of course, absolutely. Just a harmless way to let off some steam. And nobody needs to know if a few shards change hands, do they?
Who's fighting in the contests?
Nice try. Wager first.
What? I need to bet before I know my opponent?
Yeah, of course. Where's the excitement otherwise? Soon as I see your stake, I'll tell you a bit about your opponent. Just tell me when you're ready.
What's the word in the grotto?
Aha. Want to know what the local rumor mill's churning out, huh? Well, you've come to the right place. The word is, not all the poachers are bringing their loot back here. And since so few resistors drag their holy asses beyond the gate, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Who wouldn't mind a little something squirreled away for a rainy day? Guess you're wondering what that means to you, right? Well, one of my customers had one too many the other day and was babbling some real gems. Here, I made notes. Might just be a load of nothing, but only one way to find out. I'd go myself, but if I set foot from behind the bar, I reckon this place will burn down. If you want to hear other rumors, you know where to find me. Of course, if you dug a little deeper into your pockets, I could probably remember some interesting little tidbits.
Like what?
Stuff about Vlad and the voice of Khan, for example. Might be worth your while laying down some shards. Information is power and all that.
What should I know about the voice of Khan?
Well, that guy's a mystery. Nobody knows his name or his past. Hell, he don't seem to have an opinion on anything. He's up to something, though.
Can you be more specific?
Well, he's been seen holding something in his hand. But when he knows he's been seen, he stuffs it in his pocket. Don't know about you, but that seems pretty dodgy to me. And I see plenty of shady stuff here, I can tell you.
What do you know about Vlad?
Ah, Vlad. Let's just say not all rats lurk in alleys and under floorboards. Sometimes they're hiding in plain sight, crouching, waiting for a fool. Vlad might seem all friendly and respectful, but don't fall for it. He's one of Khan's dogs. Just don't trust him. Don't let him talk you into something. Watch your tongue when you're with him. That's my advice.
Noted.
Listen, if you're going, keep your head down. He's standing in the back corner. Best he doesn't know that I told you about him.
You can't keep your mouth shut. You're only gonna make...